So my name is Shirazad, and I was born Muslim. Like you said, my whole family is Muslim. I'm the first one to break this line. But then I always questioned my belief. I always had questions like, why do I pray the way I do? Why can I not pray in English? Because this is my first language. And I was told that I should never question. I'm like, but why? God is the Almighty. Why am I limited to a language that I don't even understand? She was going to get me an English Quran. And I would read, and there was so many. The first thing that stuck in my mind was a man can hit a woman, or a woman is less than a man, or a woman's position is always below a man. I was like, can't be. We are equal. I was told point blank, that is the way it is. Like, but that doesn't make that's what does that mean? Blindly followed the namaz and the wuzus and the ghusls and all of that. But inside, I was doing it in a very automatic way. Can't be. This is empty. I got married at a very young age. Unfortunately, what met me on the other side was the most traumatic thing ever. It was very violent, very aggressive, but indirectly, the aggression and violence was kind of justified because, well, a man can do what he wants to do to a woman, right? We went on for many, many years, almost 13 years. My children came to Brazil, and my daughter got really sick. So we ended up in hospital, and the doctors could not find what was wrong with her. I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm reading all the surahs, I'm doing everything that you're saying. I did all of it and prayed. Nothing was happening. The doctors could not find what was happening. And out of that desperation, I said, God does not exist. I remember sleeping on the chair beside my daughter's bed in the most beautiful light ever. Jesus was there. He was there and he looked at her and he was talking to me. In my understanding at that moment, it was him telling me that he was the cure. And I realized, well, that's Jesus Christ. That's him. That really is him. He's here and he's alive and he speaks. I prayed, and for the first time I knelt down and I said, Jesus, you're real. Please just heal my daughter. It had been about 4 weeks that we were in hospital without a diagnosis. And 4 hours after Jesus visited me, the doctors came and said that they needed to run new tests. 3 hours later, we had a diagnosis. 2 hours later, she was on treatment. Within a couple of weeks, I got my first Bible. So I held the Bible in its plastic and I said, God, if you exist, speak to me, please. Just speak to me and show me that you're real just one more time. And I ripped off the plastic and just opened it very randomly, and it landed on Mark 5:34. He said to her, daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering. That I had to pause because he called me daughter. I got to know more of the story of the woman that's referred to in this passage and how she suffered for 13 years with the influx of blood. So when God goes and chooses that verse to end the suffering of a woman that suffered for 13 years, it could not have been more personal.